Hey, this is Brian Walmer, BVW 1979, a member of Deviantart.com, and I'd like to send out a message for Che, Foxfire, Butterfly Penguin, Bring on the Thunder, and many others, especially Chad the Cartoon Nut. Um, First of all, I want to say that the art that you guys have been submitting over the past year, if not more so, has been amazing. I mean, what you guys have been doing is like, it's like I'm watching somebody else's kind of art, like I'm watching a professional, and it really blows me away. It makes me want to do, that same kind of art. But you see, there's a problem with that. When I was a young kid, I never really got into art. I was never really in an art class, or I never really learned how to draw right. I was mostly a person that would color. And that's why sometimes, I will print out line sketches or line art done by people like, say, Bring on the Thunder or Butterfly, and color it in myself, because it helps me, be a part. It helps me feel like I'm a part of the community, of the Deviantart community. Now, I know some of you have told me that I need to get permission sometimes before I do that, and I understand that. I totally understand that. But sometimes I'm the kind of guy that says to myself, these artists, they work their tails off sometimes, and they got their own things and their own busy lives and probably their own jobs they got to go to. And I figure that since I got the time on my hands, I might as well fill in the blank spots, which is basically the coloring. And I do apologize if I have ever offended anybody in doing so. Now on to individual people here. Jay Foxfire. Let me kind of explain to you why I've been requesting a lot. You see, your art was one of the first things that really, stuck out to me. Really kind of got my attention, and showed me that there were fans out there of Sonic the Hedgehog that didn't just write the fan fiction and didn't just talk about the series, but drew the characters in the way they felt they needed to be drawn. And your art really spoke to me in many ways. I mean, the images you've done with Sonic and Sally, basically coming out and saying, "Hey, I think they should be together, and this is why." Was just amazing. I mean, you do pictures of them, say, under the mistletoe at Christmas. You do pictures of them reminiscing of historical or Shakespearean times and stories. I mean, it's just amazing. And that's why sometimes I came to you for requests, because I knew you could do a great job. I do want to apologize if I caused any trouble the first time I asked for the two requests, which were the Pretty Woman request and the Bubble Bath request. Now, the reason I requested both of those is because Pretty Woman, is a 1990 movie, and it's one of my favorites. And the reason it's one of my favorites is because of the bubble bath scene with Julia Roberts. Not the second one with her and Richard Gere, but just her herself, which, the Richard Gere character walks in on. And where she submerges, doing that. Excuse that, that's my instant messenger. But like I said, that's why I like it, because I like the fact that she submerged and kind of came up with a lot of bubbles on her face and all that. But anyway, that's why I requested those, and I do apologize if I didn't, get into all, didn't read the entire details of the fact that you either wanted, people to mention to you if they wanted their request.